the sight of what's going to be a week's worth of absolutely top-notch badminton. All the very best from around the world. In fact, 363 players from 46 member associations are gathered here. This is what is in store for you on Court 2 coming up today. We'll start with the Indonesian Chico or Dwi Wardoyo taking on the Malaysian Tze Yong. That is the men's singles that gets us underway. Following that, women's singles, Han Yue versus Chi Shu Fei of France. Then we've got some mixed doubles with Kushajanto and Kusmawati versus Lee and Su. We'll go back to women's singles with Kirsty Gilmore of Scotland playing Indonesia's Gregoria Mariska Tunjung. And another match to keep an eye out for, Jonathan Christie, the 7th seed, a massive crowd favourite, playing Toma Junior Popov. We move into the later part of the day. Lu Guangzu versus Toby Penty. China versus England. Indonesia against Thailand is up next. Tommy Sugiarto versus 16th seed Kunlavut Vitidsan, our first seed of that second part of the day. Hyo Kwang-hee of Korea plays the 10th seed from Hong Kong, Eun Ka-long Angus. And then we've got some doubles and singles for you to wrap up what's going to be a very, very busy first day here. Well, so much to look forward to, of course. And this is how the ladder is from the men's singles. Look at some of those names there. Victor Axelsen, he's the overwhelming favourite, isn't he? Remember, he was knocked out in the first round, last time round, by the man who ended up being the world champion, Loh Kian Yu. He's up against Darren Liu of Malaysia. And that is how things are looking in the ladder of the men's singles. It's good to see the crowd slowly coming in. We're going to start with Chico or Dwi Wardoyo of Indonesia versus Malaysia's Tze Yong. Malaysia and Indonesia, always a fantastic rivalry, and especially in badminton. Players will come out very shortly indeed. And then we get things underway in this absolutely superb venue in Tokyo Metropolitan Museum, built in 1954 for the World Wrestling Championships, used in the 1964 Summer Olympics and also the recent 2020 Summer Olympics, where many were gathered just over a year ago. But it wasn't actually the venue for the badminton last time around. It was used for the table tennis competition. It's got a futuristic design here. And it's great to see the youngsters coming to show their support. It is very warm outside. We can tell it's very warm inside as well. And there'll be many of those, of course, trying to keep an eye out for factors like drift and such. We've heard it's quite slow as well. Will suit some players more than others. And so here is the first competitor out, Chico or Dwi Wardoyo, followed by Tze Yong. Wardoyo is a former Thomas Cup champion with Indonesia back in 2020 in Aarhus. In the Asian Championships recently, he was finished 3rd, Asian Team Championships. He got a silver medal this year as well with Indonesia, and in the recent Southeast Asian Games, he got a bronze medal in Vietnam. They've only met once before. Tze Yong has won that one. It was 3 years ago, though. He won that in 3. It's the only meeting, and you can pretty much discount that, given it was such a while ago. But listen, this man, Chico Wardoyo, he's a former runner-up, silver medalist in the World Junior Championships in 2016. Tze Yong, Asia World Junior Championships in 2017, he finished 2nd in the mixed team event. Not the singles. Singles, he's finished 2nd in the Asia Junior Championships back in 2017. A bit more information for you on Wardoyo. He's 24 years of age, 180 centimeters tall, 35 in the rankings. His highest is just above that, so he's not far away from his best ever badminton. He's from Jayapura. in West Papua province. Tze Yong, 22 years of age, same height, 180 centimeters tall, playing at his best ever ranking of 42. He's right from the very south, Johor Bahru, the capital of Johor State, bordering Singapore. And he has very recently got a gold medal in the mixed team event. Jitin Bhatt is the umpire in charge from Australia. And it's nice to see some Japanese presence in the very first match here, court 2. Tsutomu of Japan. Yeah, so Tze Yong, fresh off the gold medal, a silver medal he got in the recent Commonwealth Games, where he replaced Li Zijia, who decided not to compete, which of course did get many people talking, but he did Malaysia proud by getting a silver medal, losing to Lakshya Sen in the final. In terms of titles won, he's only won at the International Challenge Series level. Most recently the Scottish Open in 2021. And for Wardoyo,
ready to play.
He has, on the World Tour, won a Super 500 not too long ago. That was a fantastic one against Angus Onkalong of Hong Kong. He won the Malaysia Masters. That was in June, so he'll be pretty delighted with that. He's also won the Spain Masters last year, Super 300, beating Toma Junior Popov. Oh, sorry, he was runners-up in that one, so he's looking to pick things up here. A good performance in the World Championships always does you a world of good. And when you look at someone like Lo Kian Yu, who surprised absolutely everyone, beating much higher-ranked opponents along the way, including Victor Axelsen in the very first round, well, that will serve as an inspiration to everyone. Can they be the next Lo Kian Yu? So, nice warm-up there for both competitors. Tze Yong, one of those that carries Malaysia's hopes. Just told he needs to just a little relax, not get so tensed up. Former national player Ruslan Hashim had doubts about him. Felt that he has a difficult path.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chico Ora Dwi Wardoyo, Indonesia. And on my left, Tze Yong, Malaysia. Tze Yong to serve, love all, play.
Yeah, got in here because others had withdrawn. You take those opportunities, don't you?
And
he gets the first point. That's made it in.
Service over, 1-all. Service over.
Nicely done, just over.
1.
Placed that beautifully. Attack that well straight at Wardoyo. Always the hardest to respond to when it's in the midriff area. Just clipping the net a couple times there.
2-3.
At the moment, both players sensing each other out, and exchanging points. Nicely done by Wardoyo.
3-all.
We talked about Loh Kian Yu and how he could be an inspiration for others, having won the World Championships last year. Well, let's not forget that actually beat Loh Kian Yu. He stunned the world champion in the quarterfinals of the recent Commonwealth Games, and then he beat the world number 13 Srikanth Kidambi of India in the semi-finals. So he knows that he can take on high-ranked players and cause problems.
Service over, 4-3.
Right now, you have to look at it. Wardoyo is not that much higher ranked than him, only 7 places, so he'll feel he has a chance here. Good defending. Nicely done by Wardoyo.
Service over, 4-all.
Nicely done, Tze Yong down the line.
Service over, 5-4. Wipe the court, please.
Lovely work. Tze Yong's playing with some confidence here.
Thank you, please. 5-4. Six, 4.
Just gone.
Service over.
Just gone in.
5-6.
Quietly going about his task here, Wardoyo. Yeah, actually quite comfortably in, wasn't it? Whip that back.
Service
Tze Yong.
over. 7-5. Service over, 6-7.
He lets out a bit more emotion there, Wardoyo. Well, it's never easy, your first World Championships and for both men, and the opening match. It doesn't get more nerve-wracking than that, does it? Sails over. Now just
7-all.
encouraging himself every point now, Wardoyo.
Service over, 8.
Well, at the moment, just the way that they're playing, no one is allowed to get more than a point or two ahead of the other. That's how tight it's starting off. right down the middle.
Service over, 8-all.
Get a very flat shot there. Vertical racket. Well, that was his to win. Wardoyo went cross court there. A little bit of slice into the net.
9-8.
Well out that one.
10,
Well, this is sort of in keeping. We're not having very long rallies at the moment. Just wrong footing him, but nice defense there from Ung. Recovered well. Second time of asking, but he's at the mercy of the Indonesian.
Service over, 9-10.
Nothing much you could do about that, Ung. Twice he recovered well. Good saves from him. Wardoyo was coming at him hard.
Thank you, players.
He was making things difficult. Minutes has been intense. No one yet to get a firm grip on this game. Lovely cross court, threw himself at that one, Wardoyo. And it's Ung who has that slender lead at the moment. He's 11-9 up in game one.
Ada defense-nya mungkin boleh variasi. Dia kan banyak ketuk sekali-sekali, letak sekali itu tak ke belakang satu kali boleh. Kalau tak dia begitu ketuk.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Bagus sudah.
Players back on court. (11-9). Chico. Play.
Just out there.
12-9.
Now that's the biggest lead anyone's had so far, 3. Just looking to push that, being a bit more aggressive, Wardoyo, on that point. Yeah, he's snatched at it a couple times now.
13-9.
And all of a sudden, Tze Yong finds himself 4 clear.
Stay on court. Stay on.
Couple of unforced errors here from Wardoyo. Consecutive points. I'd be disappointed with that. These are giveaways, really. No, it is not quite working for him. Now he looks across at the
9.
Umpire he had a pumped fist there, and he's decided not to challenge it. Right in front of the umpire as well. And a good position here, Tze Yong. Finally opening it up for him. Yeah, he's playing with confidence, hasn't he? He's got that momentum.
15-9.
He's feeling it now. He's in a good position. Tze Yong will be very happy with how things are progressing. It's been a very good post-interval session so far. He's won 4 double-time quick points. Very, very good little run for him at the moment.
15-9. Service over, 10-15.
Oh, this is just continuing that confidence with which he's playing at the moment.
10.
Got nice and early and picked his spot. No chance for Wardoyo. Well, he desperately needs to pull some points back. That's absolutely clear.
11-16.
Cannot afford to drop any more because that lead is just building up and up, isn't it? That's better. Couple in a row here for Wardoyo.
16.
Just needs to get a couple more. He just wants to start putting pressure on his opponent.
Service over, 17-12.
Important for Ung to just build up that 5-point lead. Attritional battle between the two.
13-17.
You can see Ung disappointed that he just couldn't get that over. Just wouldn't climb. There you go, there's a reaction. Yeah, you knew what was going to happen next. There was not enough on that shot from Ung.
14-17.
Really, Dwi Wardoyo had him at his mercy, and that is probably the longest rally we've had so far in this match. Yeah, that mid-court shot, not enough height or depth on it. I think Ung just Just had a quick word of the umpire. I think he, as he went for that, he just looked down at his knee. He's okay.
Chico,
Now that lead was at 5 earlier. There was even a 6-point lead for a short while, but it's now down to 3. The pressure's starting to ramp up again. Quickly dispatched, he was waiting at the net. Good net shots. These are becoming clutch points for him now. Dwi Wardoyo. That lead that looked so good earlier is now whittled down to 2. This is a testament to the Indonesian. Good work there from He needed that, didn't he? To relieve the pressure that was starting to build up. Doesn't make it in, and that lead is now got a bit of breathing space for Ung. That's really good, isn't it, from Ung? There's the confidence with which he played in the recent Commonwealth Games. No toweling, he wanted that. The umpire is not having it. Tried earlier as well. I think the order of the day is to keep things ticking along.
Service over, 16,
just clipping
20.
the net along the way. And now 4 game points here for Tze Yong.
Game.
Well, a little casual there from Wardoyo, and it's Tze Yong who takes that first game 21-16. Just before and after the interval was his best period. He really started to open up a nice little lead. And he's won in the end fairly comfortably. 21-16 in 9 minutes.
Bola-bola bisa pandai sampai kalau dibagi ke game berarti variasinya dia banyak. Kalau bagi game dia tak ada net. Dia bagi poin ini tak payah mati. Dia itu kamu dorong. Karena dia udah tahu lakunya kamu tuh ya oke bebas aja saya tekan pada beda ada satu lagi ya dari semuanya tadi yang penting satu you save saja yang macam itu dia sudah kalah KPI dia punya
2:20 seconds 2:20 seconds
kalau dia quality tak apa mati tak apa kalau itu save.
Second game. Level. Play.
Game 2 here, and Wardoyo in a bit of trouble. Just swatted that far too much on it.
1-love.
And he's looking to try and carry that momentum into game 2. Tze Yong. And he was aggressive again
2
at the net.
Ayo, jangan bingung, bisa ayo.
Three quick points again. He's certainly is managing to continue that momentum. He knew what was going to happen there.
Over. 1-3.
First point on the board, second game for Wardoyo.
Service over.
Doesn't last long.
4-1.
Well, he started to make a number of unforced errors out of the blue. He was looking quite confident, wasn't he, the Indonesian? And then just before the interval, it started. There's a real confidence about Tze Yong at the moment. And this time in game 2, unlike game 1, he's built an early lead. A nice lead here, 5 points. This is the sort of lead he had from around the time of the first game interval.
Service over. 2-6.
Again, just unsettling his opponent. Almost wrong-footing him here,
7-2.
Kind of disguised it well, didn't he? Yeah, that was there for the taking down the line. No chance for Wardoyo. Just caught himself a little bit out of position there. Six points again. This is about as big a lead as he's had throughout this match.
Nine, 2.
And he is really starting to pull away. Tze Yong. He is on a roll here, the Malaysian. There's no doubt about it. Starting to approach his match to lose territory now for Tze Yong. Unless Wardoyo does something quite spectacular. Well, there was only one way that was going to finish. 11-2. Now it's an imperious 9-point lead for Tze Yong.
Sudah agak clear atau apa, tetap pegangannya tetap depannya di sana bagus, mungkin kanan dia sudah tahu out sini lebih senang agak masuk sedikit, tapi jangan 100% masuk sedikit.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Players back on court. Coach, return to your chair.
Well, if you're in Wardoyo's position now, you've really got to dig extremely deep if you want to stay in these World Championships. Sent his opponent sprawling again, Tze Yong, in keeping with pretty much what he's been doing in this match.
Thank you.
And Tze Yong knows, really, he's just got to keep going the way he's going. He is
12-2.
really playing superbly at the moment.
Please.
And Dwi Wardoyo perhaps looking for any kind of advantage. If that means just delaying proceedings, if that means just drawing things out a little bit, well, so be it. Can't really blame him. That's a bit better. He tried to play that earlier on game point in the first game. This time it comes off for him, but he needs a lot more. A couple in a row. It's the first time in this game he's managed to do that. He needs plenty more of that, really, because he's not in a good position at all. That's
12.
disappointing as far as Ng's concerned.
No. Tze Yong, come here. Do not try to do that with the shuttle. Do not do anything with the shuttle. Okay? Your strings are broken.
Well,
Give it to your coach.
well, first, a lot happening there. But first, Tze Yong was told not to try and do anything with the shuttle. Then Wardoyo told him the string was broken, which was very nice of him. Have to do that. Well, this is a very good run as far as Wardoyo is concerned. Just in the context of things at the moment, to put on 4 in a row. Of course, we said he needs a lot more than that, but it's a little less imposing for him now than it was earlier. And he's back to winning ways here now.
13-6.
just to disrupt the Indonesian. The lead is 7. A lot of instructions coming out at the moment. On the Malaysian side of things. Quick to the net. Well, this has been
14-6.
a fairly common sight, hasn't it? Wardoyo sprawled, wrong-footed a number of occasions in this one. And in some trouble here, it has to be said. He has to find it within himself now to try and pull himself out of this position, in which now you'd say Tze Yong has to be thinking, it's mine to lose. Can't get away from that. He is looking very, very good here. And that continues. Just played that very deftly.
Quick wipe and then straight back. Straight back. No, straight back. Thank you.
Oh, lovely down the cross court from Wardoyo. His turn to leave his opponent on the ground. Don't see that too often in this match. It's a 9-point lead that Ung has, so whatever he can do now, Wardoyo, he has to do it now, really, because Ung needs just 5 more points to wrap up this match.
Thank you. Okay, straight back.
You're
look at Wardoyo this year, and after he won that Malaysia Masters, beating the likes of Kantapon Wangcharan, beating Ginting as well. Fantastic result, that one, isn't it? Beat him in 3. Lu Guangzhou in the semi-finals, Ng Kalong in the final. He's got it within himself, but yeah, he's just lacked that belief, I suppose. Right after Malaysia Masters, he lost in the first round to Brian Yang. And it's been his biggest achievement by a long shot.
16.
Malaysia Open, for example, the week before, he was out in the first round to Sitikom Tamasin. So he sandwiched his biggest ever career win with 2 first-round exits.
Thank you. 9-16.
And he's just starting to show those battling qualities now. 7 points clear, but that is a wild shot.
Service over, 17-9.
That's poor, really. Another one of those unforced errors. He's chalking them up. Lost to Lo Kian Yu in the Indonesia Masters in the round of 16, quite convincingly.
18-9.
Southeast Asian Games, lost to Singapore's Jason Tay in the quarterfinals. Asia Championships. Didn't make it all the way to the semis. Lost to his compatriot Jonathan Christie. That is beautifully done, Tze Yong.
19-9.
Down the line again. Took that superbly. And he restores that 10-point lead that he had earlier. Tried to be aggressive.
20.
And that now gives Tze Yong 11 match points.
Service over, 10.
Temporary reprieve, you feel. But there you have it. He's been superb, hasn't he, Tze Yong? And he's absolutely cruised through this match. Perhaps far easier than he or most people would have anticipated against a high-ranked opponent who's had some momentum. But let's not forget, he is the Commonwealth Games silver medalist recently, and he upset the odds there. He's done it of sorts here today.
Match won by Tze Yong.
And Tze Yong has beaten Chico or Dwi Wardoyo 21-16, 21-10. Played very well, didn't he, Tze Yong, and actually never really looked back from around the time of the interval of the first game. And he just left his opponent in his dust. He was that good. And he knows it. Wardoyo made a lot of errors today. He knows he can play far better than that. But it has been excellent from Tze Yong. And he's done it in just about 40 minutes today against Chico Dwi Wardoyo. 21-16, 21-10. Straight games win here for Tze Yong of Malaysia. Coming up next, we have Hanyue versus Chico of France. Stay tuned. Lovely views here of Japan by the bay. Wonderful city that this is. It's also the site of the BWF TotalEnergies BWF World Championships